Welcome back to another episode of The Summer Hikaru Died. So in the previous episode, we had a very interesting turn of events, especially towards the end of the episode, right? Because at the beginning, we kind of had this really nice, really wholesome setup of, hey, all of the friends going together to Hikaru's house and having a sleepover, right? Which was really wholesome and really nice. But obviously, knowing what we know about Hikaru and stuff, there was always this underlying sense of anxiety of Hikaru's still a monster. So if he decides to do anything, at any moment, everyone's in danger. And that's exactly where it went. It was the first time where Hikaru actually put someone close to him in danger, right? Or the monster did, right? So what happened is, I forgot. Wait, let me get my notes. Yeah, Asako, that's the name. Asako and Hikaru went to, I think they wanted to go to the convenience store or something, and Asako stopped them and was like, hey, you're being possessed by something, or something along those lines. She knew that something is wrong, but what she thought was that Hikaru's still in the body, but something else is kind of currently just controlling him. She didn't realize that Hikaru's actually dead and this thing has fully replaced him, right? So that's what she said, because she can actually feel some of the spiritual stuff, kind of like Rie, for example, right, can. So she called him out on that, and Hikaru tried to kill her. And fortunately, Yoshiki found them in the nick of time and was like, yo, did you just try to kill her? And he stormed off, very angry. Now, the interesting thing there was he just left Hikaru to stay together with all of his friends without really thinking, or without really, you know, taking any action there. Granted, I don't think, yeah, as I said in the previous episode, I don't think there could have been much he could have done, but it didn't seem like a big deal to him for him to just leave Hikaru, who just tried to kill one of their friends, together with all of their friends for a sleepover, right? As I said, they are at his place, so there's not that much he could have done, but it was an interesting thing that happened there. And then at the end of the episode, he, in the morning, went to, you know, saw Hikaru again and was like, all back to normal, Yoshiki being like, hey, Hikaru, let's go to school or whatever, right? So I wonder what exactly he's decided on. Has he found an excuse for him to, you know, stay close to Hikaru and act the same way? Or is he actually just acting, and has he decided on a different way of thinking? Has he decided that he actually needs to, you know, maybe do something about this, or at least distance himself from Hikaru? I don't know. I guess we'll find out in this episode what kind of conclusion Yoshiki came to, right? Because we know that he's very fast to find an excuse for every situation that happens, right? So let's see if this one's gonna be the same. But if you want to watch this uncut and unblurred, as always, on my Patreon down in the description. And let's go into The Summer Hikaru Died, episode 7. Dun-dun. Yes, this is what I wanted to see. This is exactly what I wanted to see. Hmm. Hmm? He has a plan. Def. I feel like he must have a plan. This is very different. He's being very proactive here. Something's up. Determination. These two are great.
聞こえんかった。なんでやろ。あれあんな、クラスの男子がな、合唱コンで振り付け入れよう言うとるで。ほんまにアホ。
Yeah!
無理やろ。
The idol moves.
次、感想でラップ持って。
The air horns. I love this guy.
さすがに阻止したい。ヨシキがおれば止めるやろ。
Hmm.
みたいよね。
He's playing cookie. Oh, this is the ending. The ending song. Where are they going?
なあ、学校サボってええの？俺ら普段出席率ええし、あらせんも怒らんやろ。ヨシキは怒っとらんの？おとついの。別に怒っとらんよ。そうか。あ、見てみ。こんな暑い中、ケンタ全力疾走って難儀やな。いつもの俺らや。そうか。
Every single word of Yoshiki right now sounds so forced.
寿司中さん、おはようございます。おはよう。暑いな。
Oh, it's a dad, isn't it?
よろしくお願いします。そろそろ
Yep.
慣れた？だいぶ。
The beauty marks.
ヘルメットは地獄っすね。帽子じゃダメっすか？安全第一やから横着はあかんよ。あ、はい。
And here's the sister. And the mom.
もうええの？いいよ。学校は無理して行くもんじゃない。
Forcing yourself to go to school. I still want to know what's up with the Tsujinakas.
なあ、どこ行くん？映画。お前好きやろ？おお。
Power of Friendship. Master, the movie.
めっちゃ気合入っとるやん。今からでも幼いおたげ。
To ditch the cheesy dance, they're doing it?
練習したんに。
No, don't ditch it.
なあ、ヨシキとヒカルまだ来とらんよ。今日は休みなんかな？え、まだ腹痛か？サボりやろ。
Playing cookie. What's the plan?
母さん、カオル。父さん、ごめん。
Whoa. Interesting.
楽しないん？いや、本当怒っとらんから、ミオに。この映画見たがっとったやろ。嫌だ。ツモは僕にとって世界で一人の友達。続いては、2年 A 組による課題曲、日々の影です。
Something. Something's happening. It's so uneasy. Ah! Oh, nice transition.
そうか。よかったわ。ありがとう。母さん。
Stop! Stop! I'm so uneasy.
父さんにも。よろしく。
Oh no, what are you planning? What are you planning, Yoshiki? That's so ominous. No, 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 no. Don't do anything rash, Yoshiki.
結局、ヨシキたち来やんかったな。後で原線が撮った動画を送りつけようや。
You're the main character, Yoshiki. Don't do anything rash.
次が倒れてるところ、迫力すごいっすね。息子さんにも見せたら喜ぶんやないですか。喜ぶって年でもないし、息子とはほとんど喋っとらんよ。そうなんすか。いろいろとな、難しくて。兄ちゃん、いつにも増して声小さなかった？つうかあいつ、学校サボってない？
Bro. If my child says this out of the blue, I'm breaking it.
今で続いとるんかな。そうやろ。海、行きたいんか。海って、でっかよな。記憶の中にもぼんやりある。ヒカルとは学校帰りに行ってたな。真冬に。ここは山ばっかやからさ。また行きたいな。ほんで泳ぎまくって、サメ捕まえよ。サメは簡単に捕まらんよ。したらお前をおとりにして、おい、こう、サメが食うとる間に森でグサーッと死ぬやん。今度行こに、海、夏休みとか。ナイスやろ？映画やろ？いろんなことを知るって楽しいわ。ヨシキもおるし。
What are you planning, Yoshiki?
もちろん、お前が良ければ。
Ah! Ooh! That's.
サボっても結局
What do you mean? We're back? Oh, surely he was gonna do something on the trip. He's back?
お邪魔します。なあ、ロンとツモってなんであんなに仲ええんやろな。ロンにとってツモは唯一の友達やからやろ。そうか。今日の合唱コンの動画送られてきたに。マジ？結構うまいやん。そうやな。俺も行けばよかったかもな。
He didn't do it. He did it! He did it!
最初からこうする気って最後くらい楽しい思いさせたらって死なんのやったら殺してくれ。それはお願い。なんか俺に叶えてくれ。どうしたらいい？どうしよう。式のお願い。行かせて殺せ。泣いとる場合やない。俺はきっと命の扱いが軽いんや。俺にとっての当たり前は人間にとっては多分怖い。きっとそれがあかんのよな。何しとん？待っとって。
Oh! It looks so disgusting.
半分や。今ちぎった。命の重さ。俺にはやっぱりようわからん。でもこれで簡単に人殺せんくらい小さなったから。
He got rid of half of his monster side.
なんでそこまでして俺に。俺は自分が何なのかよう知らん。こうなる前は感情すらなかったと思うね。け
Oh fuck.
こいつが命のことをようわからん。当然や。見えとる世界があまりにも違う。それでも俺は。ほんまに俺は。何度も。
Yep. He keeps accepting him time and time again.
俺は
Yep.
どこまでもお前に付き合うよ。
Yep. No matter what happens.
たとえ俺の何かが壊れても。
Ooh.
でもな、お前ここにおったらあかん存在なんやと思う。せやけどお前の望みがここにおることなんやったら調べよう。お前が一体何者なんか。
Bro. They actually put Hikaru singing this song as the ending. Bro. Wow. Dude, the tension during this episode was... I think this was the most tense I've been throughout the entire episode of Hikaru ever. I think this is the most intense episode of this anime so far. Holy shit, this was so good with the choir in the back and, you know, just building, showing all of the family members. You knew that something was happening with either the rest of the family or with Yoshiki. Like, it was so uncomfortable, right? It was so intense. And you can tell from the beginning, Yoshiki, I think he knew that there was a bigger chance that he was gonna end up dying from this. I don't know if this is me just thinking too hard about it, but I feel like the way that he reacted about everything, the way that he made sure, like, to call his parents and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure he basically knew that, like, stabbing him is not gonna kill him. I think he was trying to stab him, and once again, this could be just my fan fiction in my mind that it's completely wrong, but I feel like him stabbing him was more of an excuse for him to be like, well, I tried, and then dying at his hands. Which would be really sad if that were true. That would be really, really sad. But that's kind of what it felt like to me. It felt like he was, you know, doing a last Hail Mary, even though he didn't really think it was gonna be successful, and then, you know, just kind of dying there and then. So that was really fucking sad. And that kind of... I was thinking about this when he was talking about the entire thing of, you know, Hikaru not valuing human life and stuff like that. I feel like, even though, yes, Hikaru has problems discerning the value of a human life because of how he thinks about death and stuff and afterlife, Yoshiki values his life very... like, he does not value his life at all, almost, right? I feel like Yoshiki is also on the same level, or not on the same level, but he's also very much not valuing his own life. Granted, he's definitely valuing the life of a lot of other people, but his own life, he's definitely not valuing at all, considering this hooray that he had here, right? So, yeah, that's unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. And now, yeah, it feels like they are inseparable now. It feels like the monster has full grasp over Yoshiki, and I don't think it is fully, like, I don't think the monster is manipulating Yoshiki to be close to him. I just think that the way that this relationship worked out, and because of, like, how it happened, who Hikaru was before and stuff like that, I feel like because of that, it ended up being so that the monster now has basically full control over Hikaru, and has them basically, yeah, as I said, they're inseparable now, right? So what's that gonna mean, right? I do like Yoshiki saying, hey, let's find out more about you. I do really like that. I think that is gonna be the most important part here, is finding out more about Nonoki, right? And what it is, what are the, like what are his goals, its goals, why did it take over Hikaru and stuff. So all of those things, even though we kind of got some glimpses into that before, right? They talk about the entire legend of it taking away like your loved ones and stuff like that. But yeah, we don't fully know what it plans to do after it takes away your loved one and stuff, right? We don't know what it plans to do here with Hikaru and Yoshiki and stuff. So I guess we'll find out as we watch. But also, in him taking away half of himself, of the monster self, and giving it to Yoshiki here, interesting. That's very interesting. I wonder what exactly that's gonna entail, right? How much of a change is that gonna entail in Hikaru, and what's that piece? Is that piece gonna be a piece of Yoshiki himself? Is it gonna be, or sorry, Hikaru? I keep mixing up the names. Of Hikaru himself. Is that gonna be in any way, shape, or form useful with anything? Is it gonna be something that can be sentient in itself? Can it, you know, somehow take over or attack Yoshiki at some point? I don't think so. I think it's kind of like a dead piece of himself. I don't think it's gonna be alive, but I could be wrong on that. I guess we'll see what's gonna happen in the future, but wow, what an incredible episode, what an intense one. As always, the direction of this anime is always breathtaking, so I'm excited to see what's gonna be next. So for now, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.